Hi there, Aquarius. This is going to be your reading for the week of January 13th through January 19th. My name is Gloria, and this is Coach Glow Tarot. First up, you've got the Page of Cups. That looks like some sort of proposal. Um, uh, since I'm talking to Aquarius, I think when I see this card, I think about a different perspective. I mean, of course, the human is talking to the fish. Of course. Of course, this person seems to be asking the fish for advice, or what could be happening here is I'm trying to think outside the box, like an Aquarius would. The fish is so sweet and so gentle, and the sweet is in the sweet, and the fish is like, I understand why I'm in this cup, and I mean, I don't understand why I'm in this cup, and I don't understand why you took me out of the water from my family. Fish is like, where are you taking me, sir? And maybe Aquarius is like, I'm going to give you a better life. Aquarius is like, look at that water over there. It is too choppy. I'm going to take you home and I'm going to feed you and nurture you. The Aquarius just sees that the fish is in trouble in those waters, even though it's the fish's home. The Aquarius is worried about the fish. So the Aquarius doesn't really know what he's doing, but he feels like he needs to take care of the fish and protect it. So he picks it up. He's telling the fish, I'm here to save you. Thinks he's the knight in shining the he thinks he's saving the fish, but he doesn't know the fish. He doesn't realize that is the fish's natural habitat and that it needs to learn to swim on its own. But here the Aquarius is making an offer to protect and love the fish. There's nothing wrong with that. And the fish isn't mad at him. The fish understands that he doesn't understand. Yep, I got that little story from this card right here. I don't know. It's a feeling. It's my intuition. It's telling me that that this guy is making an offer to the fish to nurture it and take care of it and love it because it thinks that it's in trouble. And the fish isn't really in trouble. But the fish also understands that this knight really, really does care about its well-being. So they're having a conversation, and they're both like, okay, 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 okay. I can't breathe. 6 of Pentacles. Maybe this page thinks that it is in a position to give back. It doesn't know exactly how to give back, but this page knows that it's got enough to give. This page is like a humanitarian. It wants to help people. This person wants to help wherever he or she can. I don't think it's really about um, just generously giving what you have. I think it's about wanting to help. I think it's about maybe you've come a long way and you feel like you've been helped along the journey too, and you're just trying to give back to the universe. You feel like you've made it out of hard times because of other people, things, and places that have kind of saved your behind. And now that you feel a little bit more secure in yourself, you want to help others. You've got the Eight of Cups here. Maybe you're walking away from. Hmm, that's interesting. Maybe you're not completely fulfilled. Maybe this is how you feel on the inside with the waters in the back going, and you don't know what to make of it. And you know, people say that when you feel unfulfilled, when you're trying to fill a void, or when you need help, the most is when you should give help the most. Maybe you feel emotionally drained. Maybe you feel emotionally drained and you don't know why. You don't know why. You don't know why you feel emotionally drained. So I feel like you're going on a journey to fill your cup. And you know, the self help books say that, the more you give, the more you get. Or the more you get, the more you should give. I see here that you are trying to fill a void. You're trying to fill a void. Not like purposefully. And it's not like you're doing it just to get something back. You just intuitively know that the way it works, the way life works, you know the game. It's not like you're playing the game. It really makes people feel good to give. You're not doing it to feel good. You're not doing it to feel good. But when you do it, it does feel good. But that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it because don't know. Even me, naturally, sometimes, like, when I feel at my worst, that's when I give, like, the best advice. Or when I'm, like, so freaking poor, I have nothing, and I can give somebody else $1, like, that's, I feel like maybe all hope isn't lost, you know? It just helps you understand the beauty in life. Nothing is ever really over or lost, or everything's for a reason. Like, even if you're all messed up, at least you help somebody else not be so messed up. And so I think, judging from these 3 cards here, that you feel like you're missing something. And you're trying to fill a void. But also, it triggers something in you that, it triggers the humanitarian side of you, where you just, like, care about other people so much, like, regardless of what you're going through. I think the bigger picture matters more to you. You know that you're part of a society, and that your part matters. You know that. You know that you're important to society. You know that you have a job to do. You know that you were born for a reason. And it's not about you, it's about sharing love. And so you're kind of, um, I wouldn't say you're ignoring your emotions, but you're walking away from maybe bad parts of ego. You're walking away from, like, the bad parts of your ego, and you're working towards, like, um, and you're giving to what you feel like you have left. And you're giving a lot to it. You're really caring about what you have left. It's very selfless. It's like you're not dealing with your emotions. You're kind of just, like, doing what you know is right. And then maybe it'll come. Maybe down the line, everything will make sense. But right now, in your own emotional space, in your own life, you don't understand things. And you're not trying to feed into that, because you're not really, you don't like that. Or you like to deal with it on your own. You like to deal with your cups on your own. Alright. 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords speaks of rest. Taking a time out. Look at this guy. Time out. Time out. Trying to figure everything out. You feel like you have to figure everything out, but you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal with it. It's almost like you put it under your bed, you're like sleeping on it. What you have to deal with are your emotions and why you feel so restless. You feel restless. You feel like you don't know which way to go. You feel like there's something missing. You don't want to deal with it. And you're like, would I say that you're masking it with like distracting yourself? Are you distracting yourself? I feel like there's something you don't want to deal with. So you're taking a time out. Taking a time out. On your inner life, on the inside. You need a mental timeout. So you don't feel very fulfilled. You need a time out. You don't know which way to go. You feel like you need a timeout. The Queen of Swords. Because then you'll turn into this person. Do you like being this person? I think so. Queen of Swords. You could be this person. Like you're there to give the bullshit too. Not the bullshit. This Queen of Swords tells it how it is. I don't think this Queen of Swords really deals with the emotions. I feel like this Queen of Swords sees the overall picture and has a very sharp tongue and knows how to cut out what doesn't fit, what doesn't make sense. Almost like other people's curiosities. It's like, no. We'll just do it the way it's always been done. Like, we don't need any of your, like, creativity. Like, you are just not willing to hear anybody else. You don't want other people to try and fix you. You don't want to show your emotions. You don't want to. And maybe that's why I say this whole giving is a mask thing, because you don't want anybody to know that in your mind you're restless. And you're a very giving person, and you show that you care about the world, but you're also very, very quick. As soon as someone tries to dig, you're very quick to be like, who the fuck do you think you are? Get out. Get out. This is mine. I have to deal with this. None of your fucking business. If you don't like it, you can go. Either take this, ask no questions, and if you ask questions, never mind, forget you, just leave. Don't want to let anybody in. And you know how to mentally manipulate people into not asking about your personal life by acting cold, acting like you don't have emotions. Like, I'm doing my part. What else do you want from me? I'm doing my part. What else do you want from me? Or you're not asking that. I'm doing my part. Leave me alone. I'm doing my job, aren't I? Leave me alone. No, I don't need to make friends at work. I'm doing my job. I don't need friends. Leave me alone. So that you can, you don't want anybody to know that inside you feel like there's something missing. So you're doing things to, one, seem unapproachable, and two, just have people overlook you almost so that you could rest on your own thoughts, so that you could have this time to yourself. The Magician. Usually I would take this card as being like, I would take this card usually in another reading, in other readings I've taken it as you've got all the tools to manifest whatever you want. But in this reading, I feel as if it is manipulation again. I feel that you are doing stuff over here to distract people from noticing. You're doing stuff over here to distract people from noticing what's really going on in your life. I'm sorry, I'm all stuffed up. You're like, look at this wand up here. Look at this beautiful thing up here. And then over here, it's like pointing to nothing. Or maybe he's pointing over here. Look at these beautiful flowers. And up here, he's got something else going on. Distracting people so that you can deal with what you want to do with all of with yourself. So that you can try to understand what's going on with all these things with your mind, body, spirit, finances, finding order, that you're distracting people so that you have time with the Four of Swords, so that you have time to understand yourself. You don't want anybody to come in and make you think about it on their time. You want it all to happen on your time. And you know you have forever to do that. And as long as you keep other people distracted, you can take your time. You have forever to decide what you want to do with all of who you are. I think that this card in this reading is manipulation. It's underneath the Eight of Cups. And in the Eight of Cups, there's like the moon. And the moon to me is like the unknown. You don't want anybody to see this part of you. You want them to see this part of you. You want them to see this part of you. But really what's going on is this. You just want to take the time to deal with it on your own. Don't ask, leave me alone. Leave me alone. This is me. This is mine. Leave me alone. Mind your own fucking business. You're the devil. Simply enough. Simply enough. You got some shit you need to deal with on the inside. You've got some attachments. You've got some toxic energy that you don't want other people to see. You've got some uneasy feelings. You've got shit that you haven't dealt with. Maybe sometimes you feel evil. You don't know why. You don't want people to see this side of you. And you're at home by yourself. When you're by yourself, you're thinking about these things. And the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Maybe, and I know you don't want it, maybe there are people out there who can help. There are people out there who care, about you. You don't have to deal with it on your own. There are people who can see that this is going on. There are people who can see that this is going on. And if you gave them the chance, they could probably help you. Now, this Queen of Cups came up under this Queen of Swords. I feel like this is like a therapy session. This is somebody who's like, I understand you, but you're like, bitch, I don't want to fucking hear it. You're like, no, I don't need anybody. But there are people that see you, no matter how you try to disguise it. There are people that see you, and they see past this persona. They're your friends. They're people that want to help. They can see past that persona. They can see this, they feel for you. But also, they understand that when you're ready, you're ready. They understand that you want to deal with it on your own. They understand. They see that you're wearing a mask by doing the bare minimum. They can see passive manipulation, and they're there to help if you want it. They're not scared. They're not scared to hear about this. They're not scared to see this. And they're going to be there for you if you want. Because they're grateful. They're grateful. They're grateful that you are still, they're grateful for this. they're grateful that, you know, even though you're going through a hard time when you're old and you're not very nice about letting people in, they're still grateful and see that you're still giving. They see that you're a great person. They see your beauty and they're here to help you. This is you. Two of Pentacles. Oh. You're just trying to balance it all. You're trying to work with your depression. I mean, I'm not saying that you're depressed, excuse me. You're trying to work with what you've got, with what you're trying to work. You're dealing with what you've got and what you feel like you don't have. And you're just going back and forth in your mind about it. And it's kind of like up and down. But you've got the help here. You don't know what to do. You see that there are people willing to help, but you don't want to reach out for that help because you don't want to feel vulnerable. You know, you don't want to seem like a burden either. I get that. You want to just figure it out on your own. So you're trying to just balance all of life. And then on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Hermit. See, if you're going within, this is all going on in your mind. This is all going on. You're dealing with your emotions. This is you dealing with yourself. The Hermit. Alright, Aquarius, this is your reading for the week of January 13th through January 19th. My name is Gloria, and this is Coach Gold Tarot. See you again soon.